Taurus, beautiful Taurus, welcome to 2021 and what a year it's gonna be for you. I'm speaking to you from the beautiful Costa Rica at midday in the heat, as we love it. So I'm gonna take you month by month through the year, and we start of course in January. I will talk you through what the theme of the month is, how you're gonna feel about it, and then the action that the universe suggests for you. Already while I was meditating on the cards and looked at the alignments in the sky, I see that for you this is gonna be a year where it's gonna be super important to align your spiritual values, not only with your work, but also with the place you live in, with the people you surround yourself with. Because there's a saying that we are the people we communicate with on a daily basis. So it's going to be a year that is very much about the power of associations and of collaboration and care. So how are you caring at work? Does your work have that care and nurturing? That's going to be so important because there is a bit of a conflictuous energy, which is good. It's stimulating, it's vibrant, but it is there between the self and the career. So don't resist, Taurus. What's important is that you remain flexible. As I come into January here, what I'm seeing for you is that there is, and excuse me if there are some jungle sounds around me, I hope a bird flies in, but we begin with a physically challenging month. So there is something that your body wants to tell you. It's an initiation. It's not good, it's not bad. It is there, and it's for you to learn how to be into witness consciousness, because you're going to feel this inside. Because as a feeling body for this, I have these flowers. So you're going to feel like this communication with your body is actually your body offering you flowers. So it's nothing to be worried about, but take good care of yourself physically and of your loved ones in January, because there is something that you are still working with here in January that has been lurking in the deep waters of your subconscious, something psychological you have been working with since July. And you're wrapping that up here at the end of the month, as I can see it. It's something karmic. It has to do with your parents. It has to do with the place where you live. And I see that the healing is here for you, and that there is forward movement from that particular issue, whatever that means for you, Taurus. So with that, I want to give you that the emotion around it is going to be beautiful, and the rewards around the work that you have done is going to be great. But you're moving forward with that at the end of the month. So we start the year at on the 1st of January, but of course that's an artificial date that we have. For many, the year has started on the 21st of December when we had the Great Conjunction. So let's see what the universe, as an action, the universe suggests you move on. What that means: moving the furniture in your house, changing the feng shui, putting your bed to the east. All of these things that you can do within the house, great. But for some of you, this will mean a literal move. Some of you will spend it. There's a lot of movement in location for Taurus as well, and movement in career as well, so that access is firmly stimulated. And for you to be in the center of your being, ask yourself, how can I best nurture myself in this situation? And perhaps you need a physical move to another place. You are leaving definitely some baggage behind. You will never return to, Taurus. That's really important that I tell you this, so you do not resist the change. You flow with it. This year is for you to become less focused on the form. Wow, okay, so February, great month for you. You're gonna feel that the action is back for you. Your vitality is returning to you here in February. It's really, really beautiful. A lot of important moments are going to happen. There is something that, actually, that psychological work that you have been doing, there's something that is going to be consolidated here. Something that you are going to commit to, or you will attract a position in power, a person in power, a very beautiful person that will give you that honor. I see you getting a blessing in your career, and you're gonna feel honored, and that's the most important thing. If you can work from that feeling of honor, you're gonna feel that things are lining up for you. somebody is going to want to, and this can be love as well. If you are in a committed relationship, this might be a proposal, but I see someone coming into your life, and it's solid, and it is good, and it is beautiful. It might be related to the work honor that I just mentioned. So February, all in all, a super good month for you. There's something about your public reputation that is just going to augment here and expand here. And I see you being in a very beautiful place there. So if you made that move in January, or you feel about, you're not yet sure that you want to move and you're thinking about it, go for it, Taurus. Go for it, go for it. It's going to be so good for you. Interesting. So I talked about this power of the people we associate ourselves with. Our friends are in a way our wishes, if they are good friends, if they are supposed to be in our life, if they are true soul brothers and sisters. So there is a need to stabilize here in March, but there is a challenge with the people who are around you. It's in the place that you live, or that some of you might not have moved, and this will be an extra kick of the universe to go for that. For other people, this will be an exercise in patience. It's an exercise in patience concerning the people who surround you, and also your perspective. How do you see them? How are you nurturing for them? Are you showing up? And how does it reflect in the people that show up for you? So that's going to be, your need will be in building roots, in creating solid roots here. So for some of you, if you have just moved, it's going to be about that. It's going to be about, you will be feeling like, okay, I just want to nest here. And that's a good thing. That's a beautiful thing. Just a little warning is that there will be a fine-tuning of the universe all year for you when it comes to the structures of self and the people you associate yourself with in regards to your own reputation. So just to be mindful about that. Because, the suggested course of action is the sun. And that's really wonderful, because the sun, it's our joy. It's what we truly have to do. So whatever comes up here in March, with the people around you, you just put those both feet on the ground, have a large exhale, and go within. Because the sun is here for you. Suggested course of action is to connect to your inner child and to be really true to what your heart wants. Sometimes we're not seeing. Sometimes there's like a veil and we think, oh, this is what I want, but that might not be the case. And your inner child knows. So allow yourself to be loved. Allow yourself to be cared for and to be truly nurtured. And let the people who nurture you and the people you feel like nurturing be the people you surround yourself with. A family or a space of like repurposed family it's about love. It's not about opinions. So take its seat in the heart here in March as you move along. Then we are in April. In April, you think like it might be that April is not the most let's say restful month for you. This is also because in April you're advised to rest. You're advised to go within, because your mind might be very busy. Recognize that these are just thoughts and see what can you productively do with it, because ideas are going to be so important. They will save you. Be open-minded to who you are. Don't fix your identity too much, because this flexibility is going to be helping you so much, Taurus. Here in April, the suggested course of action, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man knows when to rest, when to put his or her hands behind the back and say like, okay, I'm going to take a step back from the field of action here. I'm going to, because I see you having a lot of action and things, consolidating things that have been brewing in February and then in March. And then April, relax. Take a step back. Go on a retreat if possible. Just clear the thought body and know that the illumination will happen from the heart to the third eye. So you are really seeing here in April. And the soul fabricates the thoughts as well. So if your mind is very busy, No blame to yourself. Just take a step back, do some yoga, meditate. That's always good advice. May. May is a beautiful, beautiful month for you. There's going to be something intimate that comes up, intimate connection, something around your legacy. This can be directly the father or the mother, or it can be something completely new. What comes up for me here with, you're going to want to rewrite your story, write your own story here. It's a new beginning in May, and it feels divinely given. You're going to be very, very guided here. You might be receiving some astrological guidance. It's also a very good month for you in May to get a reading, as it will be your birthday month. For some of you, Tauruses, it's already in April, but this is a new start. It's where you get all the new facts and challenges for your year ahead. That's when your year truly commences. So I would advise that to you. I will put some info below, or you find somebody you really resonate with to do that journey with you, the solar revolution. So what I'm having here is that it's a new page, it's a new beginning, and what's beautiful here is that your heart is going to be really in it, and you're going to be like, okay, I've been through so much, so many things have changed on all fronts, but then here you are, and you know that the heart is still beating. Your purpose is still there. You can be flexible around it, Taurus, and that message is really gonna sink in here. I see some of you writing throughout this month. For others of you, it has to do with an inheritance that you could receive, money that you could receive, because money and the shadow of money is addressed here, unfortunately or fortunately, as well in this year of 2021 for you. The idea of lack and abundance. Where are you still carrying that shadow? And I see you clearing that out here and receiving the necessary manifestations in the physical world for that to be cleared out. So for some of you, this might be having to do with a literal inheritance and a literal loss as well that comes with that. But at the same time, I see you like you're turning a page. There's something that is definitely changed forever here in May. No going back, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. In June, you are handed a key. You will meet a key person or really begin something. This can be moving locations yet again, but there is some kind of teaching that you are integrating here. And it has to do with all your polarities, like work again, home, self, and the other. So if you are in a relationship, Taurus, you might be moving in with someone here. It's definitely a change, and there's a lot of needing to negotiate self and other. There might be a little bit of a conflict or a battle, but actually this is good for you because you will be seeing May through July, actually, what is possible for you long term. What are your long term wishes? And this dog is barking, so he is agreeing. So go with your intuition, plan with your intuition, because in May here, in May through July, May, June, July, you get an idea of what's going to be possible from 2022 on. So that's really wonderful here. Don't fix it in stone. Let it be fluid. A lot of inspiration, a lot of people giving you inspiration here in June. I'm really liking that for you. So you're taking this show on the road here. That's nice. So let's see. Okay, very good news. In July, you're going to get good news. This might have to do, if there was a literal inheritance thing that came up in May, this might have to do with that inheritance or that money coming your way, that investment. Something that has to do with the power of other people, finances of other people. Keep your independence. Strive for that, Taurus. At the same time, great collaboration can be happening with that money or with that person. So know your center, know who you truly are, and then move from there. As we are in July, there is this good news coming in, and this is a fact. You're gonna be feeling, you're gonna be wondering, can I trust this? Can I trust this person? And let's see, suggested course of action is, you have to set aside the personality. You have to set aside whether you like this person or not. Because sometimes great collaborations can come with people we don't have that deep affinity with. We have an affinity on the level of our values with that person. And that can be a great collaboration, but it's not romantic. And that's beautiful, actually. And that's good for work, actually, here for you in July. So if you are like receiving this good news or this thing comes in and you're like, actually, I'm not really liking this person. Well, actually, that's okay. I don't have to like you to collaborate with you. That might be something new. So let's move on here in August. What's in August beautiful? Some of you might be getting pregnant or conceiving. In any case, it's a fertile month for creativity, for creating something, Taurus, for being outside as well. It's a beautiful, beautiful time for you in August. I'm liking that. A lot of communication is coming your way. So whatever you got started up here will receive a nice flow here in August. So remember to go into nature, to maybe plan a holiday that month. If you are going to faraway lands in August, that's definitely, well, let's say that loveliness will accompany you. So I'm liking that, and you're gonna feel like, okay, surroundings are really beautiful, it's coming together. So that's really beautiful here for you. September, you stand in the center of you. There is something about your belief system of how to nurture others, how you were nurtured when you were a child, that needs a little fine-tuning. It's nothing big, Taurus, but it's important that you feed you here in September. For those of you who are looking for a love manifested in a person, this is a wonderful month for love as well. Many of you, I see, if a child would be on the menu, that's such an ugly word, if you would be looking into expanding your family, July and August, or if you would not be looking into that, those are fertile months for you, Taurus. And as I see it here with the Three of Wands, I mean, the family could be expanded here. Maybe your family already recently expanded, and then this is going to be a month to really enjoy the love with the family. And also, if you are a man, to honor the woman. So if you are a man, possibly you're gonna meet someone. If you are a woman, I see you being very in love here and having actually all the beauty just right where you are. Love is in the air. Beautiful month, September. October is again a key month. Interesting. So there's something that you need to let go of in October. A work habit. It's a work habit. As I see, it's something that you do and that you continue to do that is actually stealing your time. But there is a key handed to you here. This can be a key person that you need, that is actually just going to give you all the support that is needed. So it's a wonderful, wonderful month for that. But ask yourself here, okay, in October, what do I need to cut out? When am I actually thriving? And this might be a person, but also just like a bad habit, like a hidden enemy, an addiction, like something that you eat, something like that. And that fine-tuning is going to give you such great stability of thought as well, of your ideas, of how you are thinking. And that belief system that had to be adapted here earlier, that can really take form now. And that can really be introduced in the workplace. So I'm liking that. It will come with great blessings, and instantly you're going to see it, Taurus, in October. If you can change something in October, I mean, I see you instantly receiving the rewards from it. As a course of action, patience, sit down with it. If you're not sure of a decision, sit with it. Tune in with yourself. This is going to be a great month also, October, for purification of what you think, how you think about your work. Like the people that you hire, maybe refrain from hiring new people, but there might be like somebody who needs to go. If you do not have a business, it might be the other way around, but every change that comes in is divinely given there in this month. So then we're already in November. Wonderful. November. November, you're gonna feel like working. You're gonna feel like working, and I see a lot of movement around you, also a lot of noise. At the same time, you're gonna feel anchored, Taurus. So I'm liking that for you. November is like really happy family, happy surroundings. I'm seeing you beautifully surrounded by people. So that's really lovely month for you here. You want to get something started here. So when it comes to the course of action, really take it within. Take it within. Every thought that you have shall also pass. So you have learned this here, how to block out the noise, Taurus. And I'm liking that for you. I'm liking that because there are many changes. And I'm seeing you really coping with that differently here in November. Interesting. In December, you're going to have to make a choice. It has to do with your spiritual path. It's a very spiritual month for you in December. If you have the opportunity to take a retreat, to take a holiday, to get deeper into philosophy, this is your month. Because there is a healing that comes to you. A healing force will be introduced into your life. And it might be through an event, it might be through a person, but what I'm seeing is that it's possible that it comes in the shape of a hidden teaching. And you will know what path to take by the end of the year. I know that. But there is a beauty that comes from choosing your own healing, choosing your own star here. And really taking a moment for yourself here in December, at the end of the year. And to go within, to take a few moments of isolation, of actually, because Taurus is the sign of the Buddha, of actually seeing with the third eye. And I'm seeing many of you actually receiving a gift as a healer here in December. And sometimes it can be provoked by an event that is less, well, we name things good or bad in our language, but that seems less wonderful at first, but then eventually it's going to work out for you, because that is going to inspire you to take a path, to take a specific path that you didn't think was possible for you, or that you never even considered. So I'm really liking that for you. It's like an awakening of the healer within you, and this can happen through you meeting someone who actually does what you've always wanted to do. So you're going out of this year with a bang, Taurus. I'm liking that. Thank you so much for being here with me along this road. I would like to have one more message here to close off this reading for you. I hope that you take the time to subscribe. That really helps this channel forward, and to comment as well. And if you come back here throughout the year, I would love to see how this all works out for you, and how destiny unfolded for you. So let me see if we have one focus point here for Taurus. What would that be? And I'm having this one. Moving forward. Cultivating new thoughts, new ways of thinking will lead you to success, Taurus. That's what I got for you. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.